Hello, in this tutorial I will show you the Simplified Signage platform and how you can use it to create templates and add it to your digital signage. First off, in order to navigate to this page, you want to go to simplifiedscignage.com/login. So once you put in your credential information and put login, you'll be taken to another page. Here you have access to a number of different templates within the platform. To make it easier to navigate through these templates, you can go ahead and search by keywords. For instance, if you want to see an RSS feed, you can go ahead and search up RSS feed, and it'll only show you templates related to that. Say you want a specific category, like retail. You can go ahead and select the drop-down and look for retail. It will now show you only templates pertaining to retail. Now, just to give you a brief overview of how creating a template would look like, I'm going to go ahead and edit a template using the bundle template too. So I'm now taken to the interface where I can go ahead and start editing my template. In the far right, you'll get a preview of what the template looks like, and on the left, you have the different fields you can edit. Just going to go ahead and start naming the template. And I'll just go ahead and say, welcome to our office. Depending on the aspect ratio of your screen, you can also change the ratio of the template. What's wonderful about this platform is, say you do need to change it to portrait, the templates are automatically designed to reformat to that new ratio. Now, say you want to incorporate your company logo, you can do that by opening the corporate identity settings. And go ahead and click on for the overlay. And my logo is now added to the content. You can mess with the position, transparency, and size of the logo by changing the different settings available to you here. And for me, I actually want this to be in the top left corner. I'm going to increase the size slightly a little bit just so it can be a bit bigger. There we go. And now I just want it to be a little bit more this way. I also want it to be less transparent, so I'm just gonna decrease transparency. And I'm happy with that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and change the image of this template. So another good thing about this platform is we have Pixel Bay integrated to the images. So say you need to look for a certain image that you don't have access to, you can go ahead and look up the image. And it'll go through Pixel Bay to search any images that are related to that specific keyword. You can also upload your own images if you have any. And also add a label if you have any labels created. We'll dive more into labels when we get to the My Templates section of this tutorial. So for now, I really just want to use one of these images that I already have here because I like this beach picture. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the scaling. But I do want to change the position of my image because I wanted to see more of the beach side of it. So you can also change it, the position of this image. Okay, here in the content, I can change the text that it's written. So I'm just going to say, welcome to our office. And say I don't like that font, I can change the font by clicking the pencil icon and going to change the font and text formatting. Depending on the template, you also have even more settings to change. For instance, this shape element that's in the template, I can change the color. So through here, and this little 3 circle icon, I can go ahead and change the color. I actually would like it to be a little bit more of a orange or yellowish color. And once I'm happy with my template, I can go ahead and click save. And it will take me to my templates. Before we dive into my templates, I do want to make a quick mention of the creating template section. So say you have your own templates, you can go ahead and upload them using the general use templates. Here you have access to templates that allow you to import just single images or videos as well to your templates. So that'll allow you to integrate those templates within the system. You also have certain different options such as 2 images, so you can also have 2 images in a template, or if you need to show a website, you can also do it through here. So in the My Template section, here you'll see all the other templates you created in the past. Here's where you would edit them, check on the status, and also preview the templates that you just created. So if you notice in the template section in the far left, you'll see a little icon here. This little circle indicates the status of the template. In order to understand what status it is, you can take a look at the legend at the very bottom. It'll give you a little indicator of what each color represents. And as you can see here, green means active, yellow would mean 3 to 24 hours of inactivity. Over 24 hours of inactivity will give you a red icon. And if this template hasn't been used or is no longer in use, it will be gray. So as you can see, our template currently is gray because it's not being used. We just created it. Here in the top section, you have some filtering options. You can filter by a keyword, a category if your template's a specific category, and a label if you added a label. In order to add a label, you would go ahead and go to the template section and go ahead and add label. You can also create your own template, create your own label for this section. I will just name it Office. So I want this to be Office. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Office. Oh, whoops, accidentally removed it. So let me create it again. Okay, so in the far right section of the template, you can also notice a few different icons. You have the preview icon or the view icon, which is this eyeball icon. It will just show you a preview of the template you created. The pencil icon will allow you to edit the template again. So it'll take you back to the editing page if you need to make any adjustments to the content. The sub-users allows you to give different permissions to different users. Say you don't want a specific user to be able to delete this. You can remove that, that option for that specific user. Quick Publish will allow you to quickly add this piece of content to a playlist. So the way that works is you would just click on the icon, select the playlist you would like this to add to, and set a duration for this media item or template. And go ahead and click Publish. And at the top, it'll go ahead and notify you that the template has been added to the playlist. And the last option is it allows you to delete the media item. In the playlist section, here's where we can create, edit, and view other playlists. Here I will go ahead and create a playlist. I will name this one Office Playlist. Once I have it created, I can now add slides. So I will add these welcome to our office slide that I just added, and I will have this set for a duration of 12 seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a new slide, but this time I want this to only be for 12 seconds. But the difference with this one is I don't want this message to play all the time. So I'll uncheck always play. And here's essentially where I can assign this content to play at a specific time. So say I want this to only show, for instance, tomorrow. I'll go ahead and schedule it for the 15th. And I only want this to show for 1 p.m. And I want it to end to the day after at 1 p.m. So now I have it set up so it will now play tomorrow from 1 p.m. till the next day at 1 p.m. as well. If this is a reoccurring event, an annually reoccurring event, I can go ahead and check this box and it'll allow this same schedule to play on a yearly basis. Say I don't want this to play every day, only certain days of the week, I can uncheck play every day and select the days I would need it to be playing. So once I have it saved, you'll notice that there is now a different icon. So instead of saying active today, it is now planned. That is just letting me know that this slide or this template is not playing currently, but it is scheduled to play at a certain time. And if you need to re-edit the name of this playlist, you can go to Edit Playlist. So that was pretty much playlists. Say you needed to watch a preview of it, you can also do it here. Keep in mind if the media item is scheduled for another day. So for instance, this one that we just created has a media item that's scheduled for tomorrow. We will not see it in the preview because it is not playing. However, if you were to check this same preview tomorrow, it will show you that today's playlist is playing that media item. So that's helpful too if you wondered what is currently playing on your digital signage screen. You can check through here. Similar to the other section, you can also edit the playlist again. You can check the permissions for the sub-users, and you can also publish this to a screen. Currently, there is no 9 by 16 screens, so that's just letting me know that, hey, I cannot put that digital signage content for the current available screens because none of them are the same ratio. That just comes in handy so you don't mix up the two, because you want to avoid putting one ratio with the other because it will not look good for your digital signage. But for instance, if I go to this welcome message here, that I know that's 16 by 9, if I were to click publish, it does give me the ability to select a digital signage screen. However, if you notice that it is gray, that means that there is a digital signage content already scheduled for this screen. so I cannot assign it. I would have to go to the screen section and unassign it. The last section is the last icon would be to delete the playlist if you need to. And that pretty much covers the playlist section. So in the screen section, this will show you the page with all the different screens they have currently. In this account, there's only one screen available. So what's useful about this page is you're able to restart the system should you encounter any issues, or if you just need the system to quickly update your playlists. So in order to do that, you would look for the display screen that you are trying to restart and go to the reset icon here, or the reload screen icon. If you want to avoid other users from accessing the screen, you also have the sub-user section, as there is that option in other pages. You can also edit the settings of this screen, and you can also preview what is currently showing. What's also nice about this is you can also change the animations between playlists and add a location. Add a location becomes very important if you have multiple sites that you are working with. So for instance, if you have a site that's located in Eastern time, it'll be very crucial to add the different location if you have another site in, say, Washington. That comes into play mostly when you're dealing with scheduling and time zones. So for instance, yes, you don't want Eastern time to be showing in your Washington site. So that's why it's essential to add a location. What's nice about the add location is it will help you sort through them. So for instance, if I were to look for our office and click search, it gives me the address of our office, and it's able to locate it. So this is also helpful if you're trying to search for a location. You can even put a name and it'll give you the results. So if I edit screen, here's where I can add the transition element. And my advice is that you should always add a animation between your slides in your digital signage. This just makes it more engaging and more pleasant to look at. It's very jarring when you don't have an animation between your slides. It'll be like a quick flash rather than an easy, smooth transition. So my advice is to always have a animation between your slides. So that pretty much covers the screen section. The next section would be library. And the library just takes you to the list of media items you have in the system. Here you can assign labels to the different media items you have. You can upload images. You can incorporate images from Pixel Bay. Upload different fonts. If you have a specific company font you'd like to use, you can also upload it through here. And once you have it uploaded, it'll be ready to use for your templates. You can also upload videos, PDF files, and if you need to, you also have the ability to upload multiple files at once. In these different columns here, you will see that it also tells you the size information, the type of file it is, and when it has been updated. You can also have the ability to download it, edit it, and also give permissions to these media items. So say if you want to deny access to certain users of this media item, you can do so through here. The last page here is modules. Here are more advanced features you can incorporate to your templates. For instance, the birthday module allows you to set up a list of different employees and dates of their birthday to integrate with the birthday templates. You also have different other applications, such as incorporation to Solar Edge, There is a queue management module. There's a few other features you can incorporate to your templates. The last section I would like to mention, and which I feel is one of the most important sections, is the My Account section. So for here, you can have access to your account details and a few options of your digital signage branding and other settings. So for here, you can edit your account details, change your password if necessary, set up sub-users, and also set up two-factor authentication to log in. So that two-factor authentication is just to allow more security for logging in if you need that. For the logos, company logos, here's where you can upload your company logo and integrate it to your templates. You can have a maximum of 3 logos in the system. It also gives you the option to set a default position. So say for marketing purposes, you have to have the logo in the top left at all times. You can automatically set up so whenever you load a template, it will have it so it will be in the top left. In the color section, you can set up different colors, a total of 5 different colors, so that they're easily to access in your template. These, of course, can be branding colors. And so the idea is when you go to your templates, when you need to change the color of a certain variable, you will have quick access to these colors to change the element that you're working with. The template setting, that allows you to change the default ratio of the templates. So anytime you start creating a new template, it will by default show you that new ratio. This is helpful if, for instance, a majority of your screens are landscape. This will just save you more time instead of having to manually change it from landscape to portrait or portrait to landscape, for instance. The security setting adds a layer of security to your templates. So say you have confidential information that you not want to share with external parties. You can go ahead and edit the security settings to enable this feature. It allows you to block external IPs from accessing your digital signage template. So the idea is that you would enable this and enter here only the IPs that are allowed to access these templates. Any IP that is not added to this list would be denied access from viewing this template. So when the product goes live, external users will not be able to access this template. Text settings allows you to add a default font. This could be, of course, the company default font, and the scaling of which you would like it to be by default. Service Worker is a feature that allows the templates to automatically pay back even when there is no connection, if it's offline. It is important to keep in mind, however, that it does not run as smoothly as with a connection. So please take that in mind when you are enabling this feature. However, it is quite useful if you lose connection and you still have your digital signage running. And here in the time setting, you can set a default time zone. And we hope you found this tutorial very helpful. This is pretty much a general overview of our simplified signage platform. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us at support@thesignage.net.